Hi, my name is Ryan. I'm the owner of Classic Shoe and Leather Service in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm a third generation cobbler with over 30 years experience. Our facility repairs all leather items. Come on in, let's see what we're repairing today. Okay, so we got a cool show for you today. We're going to put some zippers in some boots. Let me show you an example. So this is a factory job right here. We're stretching these. This is actually pretty frequent as to what we're going to do with these. Is we're going to stretch them. You'll see that these boots are being stretched right now. We've already stretched the vamp. We're stretching the ball right now. We're going to come back after we put the zipper in. We're going to put them back on the stretcher until the customer comes in. But this is actually a factory job. Okay, you'll see it right here. So this is the factory job. You see it right there of a zipper inside boot. And I'm going to show you another example of one I did just a little bit ago. Alright, that's a short one. I did these last week. Okay, these are some tall ones. So we put these zippers in. These we didn't stretch. She just needed some wider access because they're high-heeled cowboy boots and they're cute and everything. So, show you that on that camera angle. So we got that. You can see those zippers in there. They did very nice. Alright. So the idea behind putting zippers in cowboy boots like this is to gain easier access. Most of the time it's because you have limited mobility in being able to turn and articulate your ankle. So it's just being able to turn into the boot like this. So just being able to get down and slip into the boot. So you have zipper here, you can open up the throat of the boot a lot easier, the ankle, and being able to just kind of open it up and being able to slide your foot in and your foot in there and then zip it up makes it a lot easier. That's one of the reasons why they end up getting stretched, is because limited mobility. Also, if you have limited mobility, being able to bend down, bend over due to age, arthritis, or any other number of different ideas or different reasons. That's reasons why you need to do that. So we're going to go on and go ahead and start this process. We're going to put in some brown zippers with some antique teeth. You can see the antique teeth there, like that, all three cameras. All right. So we're going to go ahead and take the stretchers out of here. We've stretched these for a couple weeks now. Get the good stretch on there. These are nice Tacovas. Beautiful boots. Gator. Really pretty boots. We've got a good stretch on these. They started out a whole lot more narrow than what they are now. Pull this back so it's a little straighter. But you can tell by the wrinkle in there that they've got a good bit more girth on them than what they started. Okay, so that'll allow for a lot more ability to get into the boot a lot easier for the customer. So we're going to start off by removing the interior pull, the medial pull. And we're just going to go ahead and cut this loose here. Since the zipper's not going to be there, or since the zipper's going to be there, we're taking this off and we're not going to need it here anymore. We're going to leave the exterior pull for looks and because it also helps with being able to pull the boot back on. Even with the zipper there, some people can have problems. I'm actually hoping this will be kind of a quick video. I do these all the time. This is not an unusual job for us. Stitches right quick. handy dandy little rubber there. Pulls that out. Pulls that out. Nice clean work area. Made a mess of my shirt, but clean work area. Alright. Get rid of the excess glue. And we are good to go. So on these, we're just going to go down to the heel seat. You can see on these, on the factory, they went all the way down to the sole. Okay, we're not going to need to go that far because he doesn't need that much. We're only going to go down right to the heel seat here where the brake is. I don't remember on these. Let's see. Yeah. So you'll see on these, we just went down to the heel seat as well, right down to the brake there. So you can see just down to the brake, whichever camera my editor chooses to use. You can see right there, just down to the brake. Okay, very good. Alright, I'm going to try to cut a straight line, and we're cutting it wide enough for the zipper teeth to go in, but not too much wider. So basically we're going to cut a straight line right on the side of the piping. Nice sharp scissors are always better than dull scissors. Dull scissors don't cut very good. For those of you who are not used to this, I recommend drawing a line first. Drawing a line makes that cut a lot easier if you are not experienced. Or if you are not practiced. Practice makes very, very good work. So draw a line first. Me, I've done a few of these. I've got a lot of practice cutting the lines. So, alright, so we have nice straight lines, as you can see, going on down. Once again, check the camera the cameraman chooses to use. Nice straight lines going on down, all the way down to the heel seat. Alright, now we're going to open all this up so that we can slide the zipper in. And it's basically just pulling everything apart. Don't need to pull it apart too far, just enough for the tape to go in. And that's the zipper tape, not actual tape. I don't use tape, I use glue. Now you can see that there's a little white lining. This is the cloth lining behind for the stitching and pipe work. That is for the design of the ornamentation on the boot. You want that to be on the inside, so you want to pull that towards the back and pull the upper material towards the front. That way you don't have any possibility of that white lining showing through while your zipper is going in. Because that's unsightly and needs to be covered up with dye and all that, and that just makes more work. And we don't really have time for that. Down. Over to the other side and do the same thing. Once again, make sure you pull that lining to the back side, the upper to the front side, just like so. And a little bit of stitching right here, so we're going to go ahead and cut that. Sharp knife, just like sharp scissors. Sharp knife will cut stitches instead of the leather. Okay, that's what you want. You don't want to cut the leather at this stage because then you got to do patchwork. Patchwork, once again, takes longer, more work. That's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to do the work that we need to do, not extra work. Alright, so now that we're into the heel seat down here, we need to get past this stitch. That's right here, so that we can make sure we get our zipper tape in there and open up into the heel seat. Now you can actually see that you can do the backside lining. If you get a close look in here, you can get into the backside lining fine, but you won't be getting into the top lining. Once again, that'll be unsightly, so you do want to actually cut that. Okay? Sharp knife is the key there, because you don't want to cut the leather, you just want to cut the material that you're trying to cut. And control is the key. You also don't want to cut yourself, because that gets blood all over the item, and that's hard to clean off. Alright. Now we have that pulled away. You can see I can get my finger all the way down in there without too much difficulty. That means I can get the zipper in there without too much difficulty. No problem. I'm going to cut this little piece of thread right here because that's going to get in my way later. Okay, we are open enough to get everything in the way that we need it. Oh, no. I've got a little bit of piping over here. Let's go ahead and bust that loose. There we go. Cowboy makes such nice boots. They really do. I love these boots. Anyway, okay, so give everybody a show. So this is what we're looking at. Everything's opened up on both sides. I'll show it real good. Very nice. That's all the way down. Like I said, stick my finger in there. Alright, so let's go ahead and measure our zipper. My zippers are way too long for this, but that's okay. Zippers can be cut. Alright, we're going to fold this under so we get a right accurate measurement. And we're going to go ahead and grab a clip right here. And clip that right to the top. And pull, and come down to about 3/4 of an inch past where we need it to be. Make sure we have plenty of space. That's our mark. And then we have another zipper for later. Alright, I'll go ahead and measure our other zipper and mark it so I don't have to do that twice. Alright, I got 2 zippers, all I need is slides to go with them. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and burn the ends of these so they don't fray. This is nylon tape, so all you got to do is cauterize the edge of it, which means burning it. And voila! Alright, so we're going to go ahead and glue the ends of these and fold them down. Pretty simple. We don't get glue everywhere, which I try not to. Press that down. Press that down. Alright. Set that aside for a moment. Come back, do this one. Press that one down. Press that one down. Let that dry for a moment, and while we're letting that one dry, we're going to go ahead and prep the other one. So let's take the stretcher out of this one. Same process and repeat. These are triple aught single way star stretchers, if anybody wants to know. Triple aught means 3 zeros. That's the size that they are. Men's stretchers. Single means that they only stretch width, they don't stretch length. Okay, so triple aught one-way men's stretchers. Alright, let's get to the middle here, medial side. Love a sharp blade. Sharp blade works so much better than a dull blade. Through, grabbing the rubber once again. Let's see if I can show that better for the camera this time. You can see that, okay. And take the rubber, just rub it back and forth against the stitches. And notice that stitches pull right up and then you pull them right out. I'll literally just collect them on the end of the rubber. This piece of gum crepe is what this is. Use this to clean up all sorts of stuff. That will pull stitches right out of leather. As you can see, all stitches gone. You can also pull glue right off of leather, if it's the right kind. Oh, by the way, little tip on glue. Never use super glue on leather. I don't care what the bottle says. Never use super glue on leather for any reason whatsoever. Super glue is one of the very worst things you can ever put on leather. I don't care what anybody tells you. Super glue turns leather to the consistency of glass. Okay. So once again, let's go ahead and cut our lines. Once again, right down the piping line. If you are not experienced, draw lines. It makes this so much easier. If you are experienced, don't know why you're watching this video. But thank you anyway. Alright, 2 pulls, 2 cuts, nice straight lines. Beautiful. Okay, beautiful. There we go. Alright, these should be dry now. Let's go ahead and glue our first zipper into our boot. And we'll come back and prepare the second boot. Excellent. All right. Nice little line glue. Alright. I'm also going to do the back side. Some people use tape while doing this. I like to use glue. I find that tape is cumbersome. That's just my personal opinion. Everybody has their own. You know, not to what they are. But I like mine. Nice little glue line there. And that works because I can put glue wherever I want it. Tape kind of has its own place. Anyway, so let's go ahead and put this in. Got my little cotton swab here. And the glue is really just a guide anyway. The stitchers are what hold everything together. So the glue is really only here to hold it together long enough for the stitches to hold in place. When I spill it like that, but it's easy to clean off. Alright, let that set for a minute while we pull apart all of this. This lining is already separated from the interior lining. Makes it a little bit more difficult. Not much. Set that zipper in. And our zipper is in. Alright, the zipper is in. I'm going to tap it down, make sure it sits nice, and then we'll go stitch it after I do the other one. That's going to be beautiful. Looks nice. All the way around. You can see the inside. But so far, looks really good. Goes up and down. That's what's important. Alright. See on the inside. Alright. Let's go ahead and set the other one. Do the same thing. We'll get to stitching. Still relatively early. I'm only at 12 hours today. Woohoo! Set nice. That did. That looks good. Cool. Finger in there all the way around. That one will set nice. Excellent. Let's do some glue. the cool things about contact cement, when you get it all over your fingers, all you have to do is rub the cement itself together, and it'll ball up and release. You can get 90% of it off doing just that. But then if you look at my hands, they're 90% calloused, so it could be challenging to get some of the stuff off. Anyway. Alright. It's still a little bit tacky. It's just that one spot. Let's go ahead and put this together. that one is in. A little bit of a wave in this one. Correct that. There we go. Set that on there. Beautiful. It's nice and straight. It's nice and straight. To make sure it goes up and down properly. Goes up. And a bubble. And a bubble. Back down. All right. Okay, got them both ready. Very good. Change camber positions and we'll go stitch. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and stitch the boots and get them all finished up. They're looking really good so far. So let's go ahead and do this. Aww. Bent the needle. Shoot. thread. That just won't do. Can't get the thread to pull through. Don't like that. I need a cross stitch. There we go. Alright, let's start back up here at the top. Alright, first row of stitching done. See if I got enough bobbin to do a second row. Nope, definitely not. Just rewind the bobbin and do a second row of stitching. Pull line above them. Alright, yeah, that's what it looks like. We'll go through and tie off the stitches and remove the glue and all that. Make it look good. Goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down. No problems. So, it's a beautiful zipper. Looks good. You see it in the other camera? Look at it in the other camera. Look good. Goes down. Goes back up. And goes down. Goes back up. And that's what it looks like. Turned out real nice. Like I said, we'll pull the stitches through, tie those off, remove whatever glue is excess, and clean it all up, and then it goes back on the stretcher until the customer comes in to pick it up. So, that's our video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to go ahead and stitch the other boot, and then go home and go to sleep. I hope you had fun. I did. Enjoyed. We can do this at any point in time if you want us to. And, you know, we'll do other stuff. Tune in for the next video. Thank you very much. Hope you have a good night. Or good day, whenever you watch this video. Let's do this one. bobbin to see if we can do a secondary stitch. Nope, not enough. Rewind the bobbin. Alright, let's do a secondary stitch. Alright, and that is the job. You can see on the inside, stitching all the way down, both sides, nice stitching, all the way down, look at that, cool, and the zipper goes up, and the zipper goes down. Goes up. Oh, there it goes. And the zipper goes down. So that's how we put zippers on the interior boots so people can get into them a little bit easier. If they can't articulate their ankle, or if they can't bend over, you know, have problems, whatever reasons or they like to do. Well, we're going to go ahead and tie off the stitches, remove any excess glue that we got on here, and then they're going to go back on the stretcher until the customer comes in to pick them up. Well, I hope you enjoyed our video, and I hope you have a wonderful day or evening or whenever you're watching this video. Thank you very much. Tune in for the next time. Thank you.